Y'all, I just realized I wasn't depressed. My vitamin D levels was just very low. Random. Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Siobhan Danielle. And for those who are returning, hey pumpkin. So let's get right into this video. I will be asking myself 32 difficult questions about vulnerability. I feel like every single time I say that word, I just get stuck because I feel like that's a tongue twister. Like it's giving tongue twister. But yeah. So let's go down. I found these questions on Google. I'm watching this show called True Detective, Night Country. It's crazy. But let me pause that and get ready to this video. Okay. So the first question says, name one harshest comment you received. So as a dark-skinned woman, I've received plenty. Not just dark-skinned, with a disability. My disability is not what is it? It's not one of them noticeable disability. Like I don't know. I have a disability. I wear hearing aids, so I have a conductive hearing loss. So people will be like, for my skin tone, they be like, you black, you blacky. My ears is two different sizes. This one is bigger, this one is smaller. And so all throughout elementary school, middle school, I was getting called Blackie. My head is small, skittle head. What else? Biggie Smalls. Bullied about having wearing hearing aids. For my disability, I have to wear hearing aids. So wearing hearing aids, people would be like, are you deaf? Even after I'd be like, I'm not deaf. I'm hard of hearing. I'm not deaf. So like I can hear you. I don't need my hearing aids to hear, but to hear certain sounds, I do. Like when I was young, I used to have issues with pronouncing words, or like the pronunciation of words. I would say one word, somebody would say something to me, but then I would think they're saying a whole nother different word and get it mixed up. Like, and then I had to have a speech teacher and a hearing teacher. Yeah. So it was like I had like a speech impediment. Certain things I wasn't able to say, sound out, those type of nature. But I was told this backhanded compliment: you are cute for a dark-skinned girl. Okay, so this second question is, have you ever felt like you disappointed yourself? Why? So I feel like from August to, let's say, February. I'm not going to say February because this is a whole new month and everything's starting to change around. So from August, I had everything planned out of what I was going to do when I got back to school. Obviously, those things didn't play out the way I wanted to. I think I put all my cards into one basket and didn't have a backup plan. So that's where I'm disappointed in myself at. And I'm usually not the type to dwell on anything, because at the end of the day, if I can't fix it, I'm not about to stress myself over something that I can't fix. Like, there's nothing I could do. I tried to make the situation better. The situation is out of my hands. It's not literally not up to me to fix what was happening. So that's what I was disappointed in myself in. But now things is turning around and it's looking better. So I'm a little excited about that. It says, the third question is, what worries you the most at the moment? At the moment, I'm just worried about my mom. That's it. Even though my sister is home, I'm home with my mother. But I've always been worried about my mom because my mother has plenty of health issues throughout the in the past, how many years? From 2010, she's a breast cancer survivor. So going on, I think 12 or 13 years. In April coming up, one of those, I think it was 2011 till now, I don't know, 11, 12, 13 years, one of those. And then she had surgery on the brain, she had a stroke. So she's the most person I'm worried about. She worries me at the moment. And then it's not a lot to be worried about, but you know, you always worry about the only parent that you have in your life, that anything can happen at any moment. So yeah. The fourth question is, what was the last time when you felt like everything is out of control? Literally, from August to January, literally out of control. It was out of my control. There was nothing I could do to help the situation. That was out of my control. And honestly, I'm really, like I said, I'm not really the one to dwell or stress or anything. If I feel like I'm not about to keep stressing over something that I know that I can't fix, like I'm not about to do that. Okay, so the fifth question is, are you scared of being lonely? No, I'm not scared of being lonely. Like, I've gotten so used to being by myself all the time, where it's just, I'm comfortable being lonely. That sounds crazy to say, but I'm comfortable being by myself. So I'm not scared of being lonely, because I've been by myself all this time. Like, I've got friends, but I just like being to myself and being in my own space. Like, I will go, if I'm going out somewhere, I will go to the movies by myself. I will go to the mall by myself. I'd like doing things by myself. So I think that, like, it just doesn't make me seem to be scared of being lonely. Okay, so the sixth question is, have you settled for less? If so, why? No, I have not settled for less. I have not. I'm not in no position to where I feel like I have settled for less. Like, hopefully that wasn't a question for like a relationship, because I'm not in a relationship. So, and I feel like if you in a relationship and you settle for somebody that's not what you want, get out. Get out of it. Don't lower your standards. Don't lower your standards for anybody. If you feel like you have to settle to find somebody, it's not worth it, because you're going to be miserable. You're going to be miserable. You're going to be miserable. Okay, so the seventh question is, if you are moving to a new country alone, what terrifies you the most? Not being around family. Not being around my mother or my sister, or my god sister, my godparents, uncles, not being around them. But I feel like sometimes people move to get away from their family, but in this case, nope. It's just me, my mom, and my sister. It's just us three. So if I move to another place and I don't have them, nah, can't do it. Can't do it. Not being able to be there, knowing that if you move somewhere and it's like 18 hours away and you can be there in 2-3 hours, no. I'm in a whole other different state, but I could get to home in 2, 3, 4 hours quick. Nah. I think this is the eighth question. It says, imagine you have one day left in your life. What do you regret not doing? Robbing the bank. Robbing the bank. Y'all seen that meme? The girl was doing that, and then what's her name? Victoria Monet incorporated that into her music video. Okay, so it says, the ninth question is, do you avoid asking for help? I do. I don't like asking nobody. I feel like if I'm comfortable with you, if I know who you are, like you've always been a nice person to me, I'm going to ask you for help. If I don't ask you for help, then you're not a nice person for me to ask for help. This 10th question says, do you often feel jealous? If so, why? No. I'm not the one to be jealous. If that's a relationship question, no. I mean, jealous? I think it's normal for people to feel jealous when they're in a relationship. depending on the level of jealousy. But if this is not a relationship type of question of jealousy, or if I'm jealous of other people, no. No way. No way. No. There's no reason for me to be jealous. I love the fact that everybody has everything they want, so me being jealous, no. 11th question, how do you react to criticism? I would hope that I will react nicely to criticism. I feel like there's ways you can critique a person. I feel like depending on, well, obviously because I have this issue too, is how I critique a person based on the tone. But I feel like I respond well to criticism. I hope so. If I don't, let me know. Let me know. So this 12th question is, what decision you wish you never made? Coming to school in Maryland, or at least doing my graduate program here. I wish I would have went to a different school. I wish I would have went with the first school that I chose to go to grad school. I came back here to go to grad school because of the opportunity that was presented to me, and like I said before, those opportunities did not play out the way it was supposed to. But now it's taking a turn in February, after how many months later? But I originally wanted to go to do my master's program in New York, back home at I'm gonna say NYU, but to be honest, I don't even know if I would have gotten accepted because I never turned in the application for it. But yeah, what decision you wish you never made? You wish you were never made? I think that was the question. Yeah, that was the question. I think that was question number 12. I don't know. 13 is, are you comfortable talking about your feelings? Depending on who I'm talking to, yes. Because sometimes this can be thrown right back into your face, and I'm good. So sometimes, depending on who you are, I'll talk about my feelings. But I don't think I talk about my feelings too much to people. Like I said, throw that stuff back in your face. That happened one time before, never again. Like, oh, do you want to do that? Bet. If a stranger presumes you as a bad person, what do you think is the reason? My tone and my not caring attitude. I feel like I have levels until I get to that not caring attitude anymore. I feel like I give people 2 tries, and then I start to not care, and then they think I'm a bad person after that. Hey, everybody has their limits. I feel like if you do something to me the first time, I'm gonna let you know, but the second time I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just cut. It ain't nothing to cut that trick off. Like, and sometimes I won't even say nothing. Sometimes you can mess with the first time and I won't even give you a warning. I'll just be like, you know what? Out of there. So that may be why somebody sees me as a bad person. Ooh, 13 or 14. I don't know what number this is. If someone says, I have bad news for you, what do you think happens? I would, God forbid, my mom, God forbid, or my sister, any close relative of me, nah, God forbid, bro. Okay. 15, how will you describe your biggest failure so far? I really don't think I failed at anything, and I'm not planning on failing at anything. I haven't failed at anything yet. I'm not gonna say yet. I'm nothing. So that's good. How would you describe your biggest failure? I haven't failed at anything, and I'm not planning on doing that. I've come this far to feel at something, but they be like, in order for you to do better, you have to feel at something so you can know how to get past that failure. Did that even make sense? You get what I'm trying to say. It says, have you lied about anything? Why? I don't know if I lied about anything. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. I don't know if I've lied about anything. I think maybe my feelings for somebody. Maybe. Why? I'm definitely not disclosing why. I'm definitely not disclosing why. Okay, this 16 or 17. Name one thing you have given up for difficult reasons. Track. If I wanted to keep, I feel like high school track and college track, two different things. But I feel like in my head, track was difficult, so name one thing you have given up for difficult reasons. Track. No, supposed to get a scholarship, but never was, like, it wasn't documented that I was getting a scholarship. So, yeah, no, not at all. 18. What seems easy for everybody but you? What seems easy for everybody but you? I don't know. I don't know. I don't worry about other people. I don't put my mind towards other people at all. Because what is it going to do for me? Like, how is it going to help me? Thinking about, I don't know. I feel like what seems easy for everybody but you? I don't know. I don't know. That's like, I feel like these are some good questions, but I really don't know what seems easy for everybody but you. I don't know, I'm being 100% honest. 18, what are your core values? Are you living by them? Honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. Honesty. Oh. Being able to hold myself accountable for things I have done to people or how I made them feel. That's the number one thing. And being more creative. Friendliness, because I'm not a friendly person. So those three things. Being more creative, holding myself accountable for the things I say to people and how I make them feel, and being more friendly. I don't know if I'm off to a good start, but those are the things. Okay, it says describe one time you feel uncomfortable. Where were you? Who was around? Who was around? Describe one time you felt uncomfortable. Where were you? Who was around? You know what? Describe one time you felt uncomfortable and who were you around? I don't know. Yo, that's crazy. It's like, I didn't even look at these questions beforehand, so I don't know. I didn't prep myself for these questions. So I don't even describe one time you felt uncomfortable. Where were you? Who you was around? Oh my God. I do have one time. So like I said, I have a disability. I wear hearing aids. So I think this was first grade or second grade. There's this thing we have called the FM unit. And over time, it has evolved and it's gotten better. So I used to have, I'm not sure if I had the hearing aids that go in I'm not sure if they had those at the time. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. But all I know is that my teacher had a transmitter where she would put the mic on her shirt. It would be like a radio transmitter. You turn it on and she put it on her shirt, and then Oh, I remember. I think mine was the same way as hers, but it went in my ear, so it looked like I was listening to music. So I had it on, and we had I'm not sure if it was a guest speaker for career day or whatever day it was. Mind you, like I said, I was in second grade, so I'm like what, 7, and the lady was talking, and she looked at me while I was putting on the transmitter, walked over to me, and snatched it off me. And just snatched it off my thing. Stop listening to music. What? I'm 7. And I was so uncomfortable. But thankfully the teacher was standing there, and she was like, don't do that. She needs that. That is her FM unit. She wears hearing aids. And I was uncomfortable. And I forgot if I told my mother that. I'm pretty sure I told my mom, but I don't remember the conversation because that's second grade. That was a long time ago. But that moment, and then it was like uncomfortable, embarrassing in front of a whole bunch of kids who already was bullying me because I had to wear the FM unit. And sometimes I used to hide it or what you call it, purposely make sure it died just so I didn't have to use it. So it was uncomfortable and embarrassing, but thankfully the teacher was around to correct the lady. This question, I don't know, I lost count, 19, 20, or 21. I lost count of how many questions it was. What is your negative self-talk? Negative self-talk. I don't have any negative self-talk. I've been through that stage of putting that negative, that self-talk into you. That I've been through that stage. I was in that stage in high school. I'm not in that stage right now. I'm not in that stage anymore. The negative self-talk is not gonna do nothing but hold you back. It's not gonna do anything but hold you back. All you can do is be positive about your situation. No matter if your situation is going good or bad, all you gotta do is be positive about the situation, because like, you want to push yourself, you don't want to hold yourself back, right? So yeah. Do you have anything you can get over with? If so, why? Do you have anything you can't get over with? If so, why? I feel like as a person, you have conversations or arguments with people, right? And you replay it in your head to see where you went wrong. What did you do? Was you right? Was you wrong? And it's not more so what you did, it's more so how the person responded and the things that they said that you just can't get over. But it's like, it doesn't make me mad. It just be like, damn, that really happened. Like, I can't get over that. I can never get over what people said to me or how they made me feel. I could forgive, but I can't forget. I feel like depending on the person, nah. I will forgive you, but I just won't forget what you said in that moment and how you made me feel. Because that you could do that a second time. If the people close to you do that to you, okay, so what is one critical risk you are facing now? I don't. What is one critical risk? I don't know. I wouldn't know. Like, I really don't focus on anything. Like, when I tell you, I really don't have any time to focus on the bad, because I'm in grad school, and grad school is consuming. Like, I have so many things to do, so many papers to write, so many discussions to do, and like, this is so time consuming. I really don't have any, and it's like, it's nothing bad about grad school. It's just I don't have any time to sit in my thoughts and think about if anything bad is going on, like the risks, like critical things. I don't have any time to be doing all of that. So, okay. I don't know. Dang. I don't know what question I'm at. What number I'm at. So this question right here says, what might still make you feel empty when you are rich? What might still make you feel empty when you are rich? I don't know, because when I get rich, then I'll come back and let y'all know. So we're going to hold off on that question. I'm going to put that question down in my notes so that years from now, I'll find out. I'll let y'all know. What might still make you feel empty when you are rich? No. Not having my grandmother here. It's that one part, and it's that one piece in my heart that's missing. That's my grandma. I miss her. I miss that little lady. I miss her so much. I do. That's my answer. Okay, so this question right here says, are you proud of being who you are? I am very proud of the trials and the things that I had to go through to get to where I am, from how I started at age 3 to, like, I swear to God, I never thought I would make it this far. I never even thought I was going to even continue to be in school. Like, I never thought, because I had such a hard time in school. Middle school was such a hard time for me. For those of you that know, you know. But I had such a hard time in middle school, because that's when my mom found out she had breast cancer, and that whole year took a turn, and I did terrible. I did so terrible that year, and unfortunately, it was a bad timing. And then, honestly, when I came back, when I did as best as I could in high school. I mean, it was never not a choice for me to not go to school, because my mom was like, if you're not gonna you're not gonna just not do nothing. You're gonna go to school, even if you start college and you don't finish, you're gonna go to school. But I thought that I was running track in high school. I thought that I was going to do so well where I was going to be able to get a scholarship. I'm like, well, the scholarship will halfway do my way through college, put me through college. Come to find out, the coach who wanted me to run for her at the school was like, she's going to another school, but she'll still put my name down for the scholarship. Go to school, go meet with the coach, the new coach. Oh yeah, you wasn't putting down for a scholarship, but if you do join the team, you'll have to sit out for a whole year and be a red shirt. Nah, I'm good. So I just continued on. My first semester of college, I did so bad, and then it was like, my learning, the way I was doing classes in school, like, my learning was so different than how people learn in college. Like, I was able to have people help me in high school. I didn't have that in college. The first semester you have to learn on your own when you first come to school. And it's like when you get professors who may be from here, but their first language isn't English, and it's so hard to understand. But then it's like, now you don't know anybody in the class that's going to help you, so you gotta find help. Even if you get a C or a D, y'all, I had a C in the class, but somehow, some way, a D. And then English. How do you fail English? I don't know. I failed English, but it didn't make any sense, because the instructions that was given, I followed the instructions, and now all of a sudden I failed because I didn't follow the instructions. Didn't make any sense to me. So I didn't know how that was gonna go the first semester, and then the second semester came back. I put all that time and effort in. I brought my GPA back up. Now the GPA wasn't good, but it went from I was on academic probation I forgot the GPA I had from freshman year, but I brought it all the way back up my my second semester, and then I left the school, and then I went to school in Buffalo. That whole year was terrible because my grandmother was sick, and by the time the second semester started, at the spring semester started at Buffalo, my grandmother died on she passed away December 31st, 2018. So imagine having to go back to school a couple of days later, not a couple of days, couple of weeks later after that, and I don't know if I would say I was depressed. I mean, I wasn't too shocked or, feeling too bad because we knew it was going to happen. And then on top of that, the classes that I was in, it kind of was like preparing me for what was about to happen because we was talking about hospice. We was talking about the last stages into death after hospice, and I think that prepared me so I wasn't too messed up over it, but it showed in my classwork and my exams and stuff. So that whole year, and then y'all know when y'all do bad too many times, your financial aid is shot. So you have to wait a whole year until you're eligible again to get financial aid. So I took time off. I took a year and a half off of school, and I just worked. And then when the pandemic came back, I just randomly put my application in, and I got accepted back into in school, and then I came back to the school that I first started college at, and then I got my degree. I graduated in May 2023, and now I'm here back at grad school. So I've had a really hard time in elementary school, middle school. I wouldn't say high school. High school wasn't too bad. I was doing my work on my own. I was getting help, but I was never the one to sit around and ask for help. If I didn't know how to do something, I was going to figure it out. I never sat and asked for help. Once I stopped getting the services for speech and hearing, because those was giving me those times where I needed the extra help so they could help me understand and comprehend and all the other stuff. My learning style is not as good as ever. I had a delayed development. So I wasn't as a fast learner as everybody else because of my hearing disability. And so I really never thought I was going to continue into school. And then when I came back to school, I went from, my GPA was a 2.9 it was a 2.9, I think, when I left the school that I'm at now, and then my GPA just shot. It went crazy. It went like low. GPA was shot. And then when I came back to school during the pandemic, Dean's List from that moment, because I felt like I needed to take time off to regroup, get my mental health back together, protect my peace, feel that self-worth within my body and in my mind, and not just ever since. Dean's List, 3.0 and above. Never under. I never went back under a 3.0. Never went back under. And I'm so proud of myself that I actually came this far because I really didn't think I had it in me to continue. Like, I even have plans to hopefully, when I get finished with my master's, go and get my PhD. But that depends all on the situation. If I could find me a great, nice job in my field with my master's, maybe I won't need the PhD. Or maybe after I been in my job for a few years or so, maybe I'll go back and get the PhD. But hey, I'm proud of where I'm at, and I'm proud of who I am. My grandmother would be so happy for me. I'm just so sad that she wasn't able to see me graduate from college. I'm so sad about that. Okay, it says, what is one thing you want to change about yourself? One thing I want to change about myself? Nothing. I'm lying. I'm not telling the truth. This damn ear. This ear need to be big. Oh my gosh. I think when I was either 2 or 3, I had surgery. I'm not sure if they tried to fix the ear, because y'all can see right here, this ear is bigger than this one, this ear is smaller. I'm not sure if they tried to fix it, but because I had to get surgery behind the ear. Oh, this thing's hanging off my face. Had to get surgery behind the ear. I would show y'all, but I don't know if y'all gonna see it. But I feel like this plays a part in who I am today. All that bullying stuff, because it made me who I am. It builds character development. It builds character. I feel like getting bullied builds character. Growing up in New York builds character. You can't hurt my feelings. I grew up in New York. I went to middle school in New York. I was getting bullied. And don't think that I wasn't fighting back when I was getting bullied, because I was two-piecing, clocking, breaking noses, nosebleeds. Yeah. Sorry. That's a little violent. I don't do the violence, but I will fight back. I would. I was always fighting. This one girl kept throwing oranges. Turned around, I'm like, throw another orange again, I'm gonna punch you in your head. She didn't think I was gonna do it. She threw the orange. I looked at somebody else for confirmation before I did something. I said, she threw the orange? They said, yeah. Got up, and we was all sitting there watching movies. This is one of those days where it was raining outside, and you know when they bring the TV with on pushing thing, you know it's a great day. I took myself up, turned around, went over there. Because I just said, if you throw another orange, I'm going to punch you in your head. I feel like, don't play with me. You playing with me. So I did what I had to do. So, yeah, I wouldn't change nothing about myself. That was a little story. I don't know why I went off track like that. Okay, what question do you hate being asked? I said it before, and I'm gonna re-say it. Are you deaf? I've had teachers ask me that. I've had teachers ask me if I'm deaf after I just said, no, I am not deaf. I am hard of hearing. I am not deaf. There's different types of hearing losses. I have a conductive hearing loss. To make it better, I'm going to read what a conductive hearing loss is for you. Because I feel like people was doing it on purpose. I look up this thing all the time so people can know. A conductive hearing loss happens when sounds cannot get through the outer and middle ear. It may be hard to hear soft sounds like whispers. Don't whisper to me, because I'm going to look at you and tell you directly, I don't know what you're saying to me. And louder sounds may be muffled. Loud music sounds like, you know, the sound of Charlie Brown when his mother talk. That's how that sounds. Don't yell in my ear and don't whisper to me. You could stand here, you could project your voice a little bit, but don't yell at me and talk to me like I'm slow, because I'm neither. And for a teacher to literally ask me that after I just said I'm not deaf. And let me tell y'all, she did that and she said, are you deaf? I said like this. I don't even know how to talk in sign language. I pretended, and this is terrible. I will not be doing this again. But when she asked me that, I put up my hands to start pretending to do sign language. And she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you was deaf. And because she was like, look at my lips, look at my lips. And I said to her, I'm not deaf. Don't ask me that no more. I was in middle school. She was embarrassed because if I just said to you, I'm not deaf, why would you still? Oh. I have 2 questions left. I got through 32 questions. Okay, it says, have you ever felt excluded? What was the occasion? I always feel excluded. What was the occasion? It's all the occasions. That's what I'm gonna say. Especially when I was younger. Oh my God. Oh my God. Especially when I was younger. What misconception makes you want to scream? That's not me. That I'm mean right off the bat. Like, I'm just, when I meet somebody, I'm just mean. I'm not mean random. Like, if I just meet somebody, I'm not going to be mean to you right away. No, no, no. That's not what I do. I mean when, y'all know, because I gotta really explain this to y'all. I'm not mean right off the shoulder. I feel like if I meet you and we've been talking maybe like what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and I'm feeling a vibe out of you that's great, and then you turn around and do something crazy, that will choice to me not to be nice to you no more. Because now you, no. I mean, that's just me though. That might not be for everybody else, but I'm not just mean right off the bat. I used to be nice. I'm gonna say that. I used to be nice. I used to be a people pleaser. All of that type of stuff. I really did. I really was. But then I realized my senior year of high school, ain't no point in being nice to people that's not nice to you. For real. Ain't no point in being nice to people that's not nice to you. I mean, they'd be like, well, just be nice to them. They'll come around. No, no, no. No, no, no. I'm not going to continue being nice to somebody. Absolutely not. No. But, yeah. So, that was 32 questions. I'm going to assume that was 32 questions, and I hope you guys liked my answers. So if you guys want to see more from me or want me to do other videos, let me know in the comments. So thank you guys for watching. I'm happy you guys decided to click on my video or look at my other videos, because you know your girl's fly. No, I'm joking. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.